Just when it seems like everything is going good in Memphis, you got the mayor, you got the governor, you know what I'm saying, accepting the National Guard coming in, helping out, trying to clean the city up, being a support group for the police so the police can actually do policing. Let the National Guard take care of citations and arrests and things of that nature. But you're always going to have that one group who going to always try to split when it comes to the political lines. Just don't make sense, man. But anyway, let's get into this now. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. When you do subscribe, hit the notification bell so every time I drop a video, you will be the first to know about it. Let's hit it.
Of state and local leaders band together filing a lawsuit to end the National Guard deployment in Memphis. The group sued Governor Bill Lee and other state officials, arguing the deployment violates the state constitution. WREG's Brian Ditlake spoke with some of those involved in this case.
Earlier today, we filed a lawsuit against the governor of Tennessee, the Tennessee Attorney General, and the...
Before this fella keeps talking, I want you to pay attention up here in this corner. J.B. Smiley Jr. for county mayor. This man is running for political office. Just remember that, because right here it says he's part of Memphis City Council. So you understand what he's doing and why.
Violates the state constitution. WREG's Brian Ditlake spoke with some of those involved in this case.
Earlier today, we filed a lawsuit against the governor of Tennessee, the Tennessee Attorney General, and the Major General.
Memphis City Councilman J.B. Smiley announcing a lawsuit Friday, arguing that the way the Tennessee National Guard was deployed is illegal.
We're not talking about any other federal agencies. We're only talking about the way that the National Guard was deployed to Memphis. That is unconstitutional.
Smiley joins a host of state lawmakers and other local leaders. The 23-page suit points to the state constitution, which restricts the governor's ability to deploy the National Guard outside of severe circumstances like weather events, riot, invasion, or...
Hold up. I want to see. Some of y'all hate when I do this. Plaintiffs. Mayor Lee Harris. Is that the mayor? The mayor's filing this? No, that's a plaintiff. Yeah, versus Governor Bill Lee. Wait a minute, the mayor, the one I just saw in the interview. You know what I'm saying, hey, let's do this and let the National Guard come in so they can help us.
Page suit points to the state constitution, which restricts the governor's ability to deploy the National Guard outside of severe circumstances like weather events, riot, invasion, or insurrection. State Representative G.A. Hardaway says on the state side, when Governor Bill Lee accepted federal resources from the Trump administration, he did so without bringing it to the Tennessee General Assembly.
And he hasn't offered any type of evidence, in fact, quite the opposite, that we're in the middle of any type of insurrection or lawlessness, etc.
The lawsuit goes on to accuse the Trump administration of using National Guard members as a part of a broader effort to use U.S. forces domestically, particularly in places where he has political opponents.
We don't need to be in a position where the federal government, Trump in particular, is playing with the lives of Memphians.
The lawsuit calls for a restraining order or temporary injunction to the end of the deployment.
We would like to see safety reimagined in our community, and safety does not look like being over-policed and overset with this overreach of the federal agencies in our city.
Advocates as well as leaders listed in the lawsuit both want to see crime go down, but not with the National Guard. The group claims the city of Memphis has asked for more help with crime, suggesting this scenario would be different if state leaders had listened.
I just have a hard time with people who talk about a community they're unwilling to spend time in. There's a gentleman named Brian Stevenson that says the only way to address a problem is being in close proximity with it.
In Memphis, Brian Ditlake for your news leader, WREG News Channel 3.
So one thing I will say this is, like I said, this is all political. Has nothing to do with the safety of Memphis. Because my thing is this. You don't ever want anybody to come help you once it's too late. It's kind of like the scenario. You remember when Bernie Mac was on Oprah? He was talking about family asking for money, like for rent. And they were like, man, Bernie, I'm doing bad. I'm doing bad, ain't looking good. And Bernie like, what's going on? How can I help you? I need some help on my rent. He said, okay, how much you need? How far what you need? He like, man, I'm doing bad. He like, how much do you need? What's the problem? He said, man, I'm like 7 months behind. Like 7 months behind. He said, why you wait till 7 months behind to call me? Why didn't you call me when you was 1 month behind? Then it would have been, it'd make more sense. But 7 months behind, I don't know if I can help it. Like your butt gonna be on the street. That's the thing with this here. Why would y'all want to wait till the crime gets too bad? Because they said, you can't deploy the National Guard unless there's like an extreme emergency, insurrection, or something like that. But if the president and the governor is, willing to send National Guard, a lot of National Guard to come in to help with the crime where it's at, wouldn't you want to go ahead and bring them in so they can go ahead and like slow it down and reverse it before that it gets like way out of hand? And now you want to bring in the National Guard because they're going, when you do that, now they got to come in armed. Now they got to come in like a military. Now they got to come in with probably jeeps and tanks and stuff like that. And they're going to come in ready to battle. And now you're going to actually start a civil war on the streets of Memphis, because that's what the National Guard is going to be prepared to do. And the city is going to be, crime is going to be so bad and violence is going to be so high. Everybody's going to probably have guns, AKs and AR-15, stuff like that. And they're going to be inclined to try to shoot back at the National Guard. You see what I'm saying? You don't want to get it to that point. So when you see something getting bad, you go ahead and take care of it early. Nip it in the bud, as they say, before it gets out of hand.
You might imagine this is getting lots of reaction. And from one of those people, Republican State Representative John Gillespie, he is also weighing in on this tonight. In a message on social media, he says the task force is consistently arresting violent, repeat offenders and gang members off of our streets and have found nearly 50 missing children. He goes on to say that Shelby County Mayor Lee Harris and Commissioners Erica Sugarman and Henry Brooks want to stop it. Gillespie called it absurd and unacceptable leadership.
I agree. If they're out here making arrests for violent criminals, why the heck you want to get rid of them? Man, like I say, sometimes people got to get past their political beliefs and get to where they're supposed to be, which is taking care of the people. Not taking care of your emotions, your feelings, and your Democratic Party or your Republican Party. Take care of the people, man. That's first and foremost, and that's number one. And that's pretty much it, man. But anyway, that's crazy. They filed a lawsuit. We'll see where it goes. I mean, God, they in here trying to take care of your city. And it seems like what they're doing is being positive, but you just don't like it. You don't like the delivery. What they're doing might be good and true, but you don't like the delivery. And that's what's sad about that. But anyway, tell me what you think about this story. Leave your comments below. Share it with the world. Let's have an intelligent conversation. You know how we do it around here. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Those 4 things cost you maybe a couple of minutes out of your day, but it means the world to us here at this channel. And with that being said, I leave you in peace and love, and I'll see you on the other side.